Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevenson.
What is it about him? Because I know you have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight the best they got out there. I believe his contract is coming to an end, so hopefully we can come together and I can take him to that next.
I also told my team before the fight, I said they're going to say I got one of the best jabs in the world tonight. And tonight I went out there and I just used my jab over and over and made it a weapon, and he couldn't stop it. And for the future young fighters that's coming up behind me, the jab is one of the most important punches, and I hope that they add that to their games too.
All right, and heading into fight week, many people have been calling you this generation's Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel about that comparison?
I'm the first Shakur Stevenson, but
he started fighting back. He started fighting. I said, hey, you knocked him down. That's trying to knock me. You trying to knock me out.
Floyd Mayweather has finally decided he has seen enough to speak clearly. After years of people calling Shakur Stevenson boring or too careful, Floyd reacted to his dominant performance against Teofimo Lopez and ended the criticism. This was more than a win, it was a perfect display of the Mayweather style that made a world champion look ordinary. The moment was not given, it was taken, and Floyd is now ready to explain why the Shakur era cannot be stopped.
God, it was an amazing night. I put the work in. I stayed disciplined throughout my camp. I was in tremendous shape. And T.O., he's a hell of a fighter, but I was the better man tonight.
Guys, just raise your hands, please, and the microphone will be brought to you. Thank you.
Shakur, congratulations, man. Great performance, obviously. Did you feel at some point that you demoralized him and he was just kind of trying to get to the finish line?
Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. But yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Did you feel like you hurt him at any point in the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I hurt him a couple of times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. I put on a great show tonight.
Obviously a great performance against your best opponent. Any disappointment that you didn't stop him? Because you said even during the fight you wanted to stop him.
No, there's no disappointment. It's boxing at the end of the day. I seen him go out there, and when I was about to stop him, he started fighting back a little bit. So respect to him. He's a sharp fighter. He got a lot of knowledge, and he did what he did to survive.
To understand what really happened on fight night, you have to look back at the press conference. The feeling was strange. Teofimo Lopez acted the same way he always does, talking loudly, cutting people off, and performing for the cameras. He pushed the takeover message and behaved like the win was already guaranteed. Many people saw it as normal promotion before a fight. But Floyd Mayweather noticed something different. He saw a fighter focused on attention instead of skill.
Word! Man, grateful, man, grateful. Grateful to be here with all you guys. Thank you guys. Go to gym, baby. Appreciate y'all.
There is a video going around now that feels like a warning before it happened. Floyd stepped in during the trash talk to correct Teofimo. He stared at him and said that skill is what truly matters. This was not a slogan. It was a serious message from the greatest defensive fighter. Floyd was clearly saying that all the noise Teofimo was making would not protect him from a true boxer. While Teofimo chased attention and headlines, Shakur stood quiet and calm, already understanding how the fight would end. That silence said everything, and looking back it showed that Teofimo had no idea what he was about to face.
Jab over and over and made it a weapon, and he couldn't stop it. And for the future young fighters that's coming up behind me, the jab is one of the most important punches, and I hope that they add that to their games too.
All right, and heading into fight week, many people have been calling you this generation's Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel about that comparison?
I'm the first Shakur Stevenson, but Floyd Mayweather's my guy. He called me right before the fight. He always texts me. He told me that he was proud of me before the fight happened. So Floyd is my family. I got a lot of love for Floyd, but I'm the first Shakur Stevenson.
This is where things started to feel unsettling. Just before the fight, some behind-the-scenes camp footage appeared online showing Floyd Mayweather holding pads for Shakur. Most training clips are only for excitement with fast punches and loud music and little meaning. This one felt different. Floyd was teaching a very exact move with a pivot, a small step back, and a quick lead hook. He was showing Shakur how to remove danger before it even begins.
Any answer for the lead hand, the jab of Shakur? Before the fight started, you saw Teo come out with Jabberwockies, and he was doing a lot of, dancing, and on his face, kind of the joy and the happy and the smirk that you saw yesterday at the weigh-ins. There was a lot of mind games all week from Teo to Shakur, making him wait, trying to get in his head. It looked like he kind of did at the press conference, but like I've said many times, the press conference does not have any effect on the fight itself, right? The best fighters will show up when the time comes. They'll adjust. They'll be able to showcase why they're the best. And tonight, Shakur looked a lot more comfortable even in his ring walk, let alone when the fight started. But when it did start, you saw very quickly two things. Teofimo Lopez is going to have real problems with the hand speed of Shakur Stevenson, his lead hand, and that Teofimo wanted two really specific things early in this fight. Number one, he clearly wanted to land his big right hand over the top of one or two punches, then switch to southpaw and try to land the left hand while covering distance. And it was I won't say basic attack, a fundamental problem with that attack from Teofimo Lopez. He was getting to Shakur Stevenson. He could not get past the lead hand. The jab was stifling him. He was having trouble cutting the ring. He was having trouble getting to the outside foot. This was an orthodox southpaw matchup where Teofimo needed to step to his left to try to push the lead hand away, or at least get head off center line if he wanted a hand. Instead, he was doing the opposite, and Shakur was taking the outside track. Teo was stepping on the inside lane and then fading to his right side, right into the left hand of Shakur Stevenson, which, by the way, in the first round, Shakur didn't really even throw a backhand. It was just jab. And every time he would touch him with the jab, Teo had to reset.
Look at rounds 4 and 5 of the fight. When you rewatch it, you can clearly see Shakur repeating that same move again and again. Each time Teofimo tried to fire his powerful right hand, Shakur was already out of the way, landing the hook and stepping aside. This was not natural reaction, it was trained behavior. Teofimo was throwing punches at empty space. That single drill shut down Teofimo's strongest weapon, which was his power. It showed this was not only about Shakur talent, but about a fighter who learned the Mayweather system and used it perfectly under the biggest lights.
Coming into this fight that you wondered was, Williams and Zepeda didn't really give Shakur trouble. In my mind, I was there live watching that fight, and Shakur kind of handled all that adversity from Williams and Zepeda. Handled a lot of adversity there. But the difference in that fight, and this one was, Zepeda was there with combination punching, right? He wouldn't just throw one or two punches at a time. He would throw 3, 4, and 5. And maybe once in a blue moon, a couple would get through and Shakur might get touched with something that you usually don't see him get hit with. Teofimo Lopez doesn't fight like that. He fights very selective on the front foot and the back foot. And again, Teo's probably a better back foot fighter than he is a front foot fighter. But he wanted to come out early and make a statement, so he was trying to bring it to Shakur. I think he gave up a little bit of his game too quickly, because in the first round, Teo was throwing heavy right hands over the top. Then that double right hand switch to go to the left hand out of southpaw, and Shakur saw it all early. And if you hear, some of the post-fight stuff, Shakur was like, I thought he was fast, and he wasn't. Shakur was like, he was way slower than I thought. Teo was reaching a lot. Teo was overstriding a lot. He wasn't bringing his feet with him, and it made it easier for Shakur. He would just frame with his lead hand, keep the distance, which he does such a good job of. If you move forward, he moves back. You cut an angle, he cuts an angle, right? He just mirrors what you do. And the moment you make a mistake or overcommit, he touches you with the lead hand. That's first line of defense. You get past that, hold the left hand behind it. Shakur was schooling him. And again, I said it in the first minute and a half of the stream, I was just like, oh no, this is going to go very badly for Teofimo Lopez. And it did, man. It's just round after round, Teo could not figure out this equation, could not get past the lead hand of Shakur Stevenson. And there were moments where it wasn't just the jab of Shakur, he was sticking the left hand on him. And no, Shakur doesn't have the biggest power in the world, and no, he may not be the most casual audience-friendly fighter, but he is damn good as a boxer. And he is, I don't want to say Floyd Mayweather-esque, but it's the same formula. When you watch him box, you may not like his style, you may not like that he doesn't sting and punish people the way you would want to see somebody counterpunch. But I don't know there's a style that beats him. Teofimo was...
When the final bell sounded, it did not feel like a title fight, it felt like a harsh lesson. The scorecards showed 119-109, which meant Shakur won 11 rounds to 1. Even that result seems kind to Lopez. The punch numbers were shocking. Shakur recorded the highest plus-minus margin seen in many years, passing a record once held by Floyd himself. He landed clean shots and avoided damage. It was complete control.
Can I just
made Teofimo look like a novice. I mean, that's how good he is. 120, 109, 108. I mean, just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Is that what you expected from Shakur? No?
I mean, listen, I expected an incredible performance, but I didn't expect it to be completely one-sided. I mean, he won every round, in my opinion. Like the golfing levels was phenomenal. And I said to Bud, like, going into the 12, he could do 40 rounds, Shakur. Like, never out of control, footwork, timing, shot selection. I actually think he could have stopped Teofimo if he'd have stepped on him. Teofimo looked like frustrated, just obviously busted up to the face. He's a phenomenal.
Biggest surprise was not the defense but the physical control. In the second round, cameras showed Shakur walking to his corner telling his team that he was stronger. That moment changed everything. For years people said Shakur was weak and only ran and could not hurt anyone. Yet here he was moving a known power puncher, tying him up and placing him wherever he wanted. He turned the tables and dominated the aggressor. It became a mental lesson as much as a physical one. By the 8th round, Teofimo was not just behind on points, he looked lost, drained, and ready for the fight to end.
Shakur moved so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, you know, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the 4th round.
After the 4th round?
Yeah.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like, he just tried differently, going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know, you know, it's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, you know, he definitely tried. His dad was emotional. You know, he wanted him to do better, but, you know, this is boxing.
At least you look at Shakur as the type of fighter who go up to welterweight and challenge like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, those fighters as well too, and beat them.
Yeah, he has that possibility. He can do that. You know, I don't know about moving up weights and different.
After a loss like that, most fighters would show respect. You would expect him to say the other man was better that night. That did not happen with Teofimo. Right after the decision, Lopez made comments that caused debate. He would not admit he was outclassed and instead suggested that powerful people wanted Shakur to win.
Gotta put respect to it. To all my brothers and sisters, I love you guys. Always salute to the power that it be above. I thank you guys. I never wanted anything to harm you guys at all. So for that, my condolences to all you guys and to the slavery and everything that's ever happened mentally.
Teofimo Sr. also refused to accept that his son was beaten by a skilled defensive fighter. He placed the blame on his son for not listening to the game plan. He went even further by making excuses and claimed that Teofimo lost because the people involved did not want his son to win.
Seconds out with Teofimo Lopez Sr. Teofimo, first of all, commiserations, not the way you wanted the night to go. Can you talk me through the fight?
No. Everything was fine. The sparring sessions were like what motivated me to this fight. That I was 100% sure we was gonna win. For some reason, you know, the game plan, my son didn't do what I told him he was supposed to do. You know, his rhythm was supposed to be different, where we were supposed to stop Shakur from doing whatever Shakur does best, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations to him for winning, you know what I'm saying? But that was not my son in there, you know. I think probably the networks and everybody, the media, everything leading up to this fight, you know, everybody already talking that already about Shakur fighting in May, where the winner was supposed to go and fight in May, you know, against whoever it was. So I think that probably got to him, you know what I'm saying? People talking about me being drunk, all that stuff, you know, when he went to the press conference and I wasn't there, I didn't show up because I was resting. And I think all that affected him in this fight, you know? Like a lot of people say, you know, my son is like mentally like easy to, you know, mess with. And how you gonna fight, you know, a fight when everybody wants you to lose? You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know what happened. It just looked like all his powers were not there. Like everything was like that we planned, everything that he did in sparring, everything that we planned to do was not there. His power was not there. I was in shock, man. And I think this a lot of this has to do with everybody not wanting him to win. You know what I'm saying? There was not one person talking.
The reaction was immediate and harsh. Fans and experts were not accepting the excuses. Floyd Mayweather himself dismissed them. He said Shakur's skill comes from stopping moments before they even happen. Shakur did more than win rounds, he kept Teofimo from even competing. When the best boxer ever says you were taught a lesson, making excuses only makes you seem out of touch. It was a harsh reality for the takeover, but showed that talent without discipline will always be beaten by a true master.